Hello guys, welcome to my channel, African Gypsy. My name is Sunshine, your clairvoyant, clairaudient, and empath fortune teller reader. I'm doing a reading for the star sign Scorpio for the month of January, this January 18th to the 31st. Time is fluid, so some of these things could have already started happening or they may still be about to happen for some of you. Thank you very much for joining me on this channel. For those who've come back, welcome back. Those who've come for the very first time, welcome. Please be sure to tap that subscribe button and also tap the little bell icon so that you can be notified each time I post another video on this channel. Now, that's enough about me. Let's find out what's happening with my Scorpios. Scorpio, I see that some of you have an opportunity to put yourself more out there. Time for marketing and promotional activities. You can still market and promote your stuff even digitally if you find that you're locked down wherever you are in the world. And that's going to be working very well for you. And Spirit is saying that you need to continue to practice the same integrity that you've always been known for. That integrity is going to pay off huge dividends for you in the long run. That's going to be really good for you. Crossing your path, some of you may have come across a major, I want to say the word mistruth. That's the word I'm being told. Is there even such a word? A major lie when someone has not told you the truth in its entirety, or they've completely diverted the truth to give you another version of events that have played out. And this may be something that you're dealing with. This is a live feed. Some of you are going through this right now. Coming up as your solution is the signing of a very important contract, paperwork, and administration. And you could be getting the help of a friend of yours who's very influential and perhaps has a bit of a legal background as well. This person's coming in and giving you sound advice, which could also be financial advice. It would be in your best interest to follow this advice. This is like good sound advice. This is the kind of stuff that you really want to pay attention to lead you to huge profits in the long run. Some of you, Scorpios, weren't sleeping. And Spirit was saying, you need to take time to sleep a bit more. Some of you may have found yourself being very restless at night, being shown, and okay, of course, every owl is a night owl. Okay, I heard the phrase night owl. Some of you may be seeing owls around you quite a bit. That may be a spirit message coming through for you. Google it and find out what the significance is of coming across an owl. For some of you, I feel that Spirit was asking you to take time for solitude and meditation, and perhaps you weren't doing that. Maybe you were alone, but you weren't taking the time to meditate, to pray, to just get in touch with the star player. It was something very important, because I feel that if you would do this meditation and getting in touch with Spirit, the truth would come out more readily for you in this particular situation with this particular person who I see was dealing with some sort of a mistruth, as it was called. Some of you all are being very nostalgic, my dear Scorpios, thinking about the good old days. Like back in the day, I would do this and I'll do that. And I liked it when the world was still back to normal and we could go out and we could hug our friends and we could kiss and we could go out to restaurants for dinner and all of that. I suppose it's a global message. A whole lot of signs are also getting this kind of a message coming through where you're thinking about the good old days and stuff like that. The past is good to reflect on, to learn our lessons, to pick the positive from it, but not to have a full-on pity party. In the future, I see that you're coming out of a very dark season that you've been in, where you may feel as if you're like in a fog. You're not quite sure about which way to go forward. You feel like as if you're blindfolded and you don't know which way to move forward exactly. And Spirit is saying, you know what, get in touch with the star player. The blindfold will fall off and you'll know exactly which way you want to go forward in. You're going to be coming out of a very dark and difficult phase and getting to a more helpful phase of your life, which is a really beautiful energy coming in for you. You're going to have the power to cause and to influence events in your life, much like the magician, because Spirit is saying that you already have everything that you need in order to succeed. You've got the creativity, you've got the finances, the emotional balance, the intelligence, certainly a lot of intelligence to make everything work. I also feel that with that, some of you are wanting to go back to a job or a project that you did in the past. So you're thinking about how you used to do it in the past so you can implement it again now. And Spirit is asking you to prioritize, because you might find yourself with two things that you want to do at the same time. And Spirit is saying you need to just prioritize and decide, okay, I'll start off with this and then do the next thing after that and then unroll the next phase of my plan. So working through your plans systematically. Yes, it might feel like there's a lot to be done, and it may be true, there may be a lot to do, but if you break it down, like do a task breakdown, break down your plans, like, okay, first register this, then train in this, and then make these products, package them, and then this. If you break it all down, it doesn't seem like such a huge task that you can't fulfill. And when I did the pre-shuffle earlier on and meditated on this reading for Scorpio, I saw that a lot of you have spirit guides that have come through with revelations and enlightenment about which ways you can go forward. And your spirit guides are saying you have everything that you need already. Whatever you have, that's enough. You can start there. Start with what you've got in your hand now. Don't wait till I have to wait till I get 5,000 of this, then I'll start that. No, start small, start where you are, and the rest will roll in as you go along. Some of you all need to take care of your administration, your paperwork and stuff like that, because I feel that it may be requested even unexpectedly, and you may be getting the help of younger people as well to fulfill your hopes, your dreams, to help you with the work and stuff like that. And you're being advised to continue to work diligently. That means continue to work hard and be prudent with your affairs. Keep things on a needs to know basis. If they don't need to know, then they just don't need to know. I feel that there's a dream come true that you're hoping for. Though some of you may have gone through some form of disappointment, like minor disappointment, where maybe people have promised things, then they were unable to live up to their promises. And that may have cast a huge doubt on your own abilities. But a friend of yours is advising and saying, you know what, okay, these people didn't come through for you, but you still got this within your grasp. Make use of this thing that you've got. Sell this, advertise this, rent this out, get another residual income, get things working out for you, and then you're able to still maintain the basis of the same kind of life you've always lived. This is a specific message for someone. I feel that there's someone who's into, I'm being told to say, like, rental properties. I think you own a couple of properties, and I feel as if you weren't the one who was managing these properties for the longest time ever. They will be managed by someone else, but now you're having to take the reins and take stock of how many properties you have, where they are, how much you can lease them out for, coming up with like a sensible and reasonable figures for the rentals, maybe getting an agent to take care of all of that, or if you're going to be doing all that by yourself because you're saying that I've got so much time on my hands and stuff like that. For someone else, I'm also getting a message that you may have gone through a loss of some sort. It could be like a loss of a pet or a loved one or an acquaintance. Spirit is saying there's nothing you could have done differently that would have made things happen in a different way. So stop beating yourself up saying, I should have come earlier, I should have done this, I should have given a little bit more of this or that. It was already pre-written, it was pre-fated, and I'm very sorry for your loss. My sincere condolences. And I hope that God, spirit, angels, and the ancestors in the universe can grant you the peace and healing that you need at this time. My heart goes out to you. I feel that you're going to be getting some practical advice about how you can make money from a friend of yours who's very hardworking, very honest, and knows things about making money, like some form of a financial advisor. This could be a formal advisor or someone who just has a knack for figures, who just knows where the money is. You can be working in your formal job for years, and this person can tell you, what, Uncle John, you need to take this money and invest it in granite, because granite is going to be the next whatever it is, whatever. Listen to this advice that this person is giving you is very valid and it's going to help you a lot. I just want to find out a bit more why the Ace of Swords is reversed for you at the very beginning of your reading. What is this? For some of you, I feel as if there's been some fight, some struggle, strife, fighting a competitive situation, and maybe you were fighting someone because they weren't telling you the truth and you found out a huge lie. But once you stood up for yourself and stood your ground, I feel as if fortunes are going to be turning around for you, because you've got the wheel of fortune coming in for you. And some of you may have closed the door in a certain chapter with certain people based on some revelations that came through for you. And that brought in more justice for you. Justice and equilibrium. Yeah, some of you are not long invested into a situation where someone has been lying to you. This is for a small number of you. If you'd like to find out more in depth how this reading is going to go, please be sure to contact me. My details are there in the description box down below, and book a personal reading with me, and let's find out how these influences will play out in your particular life. Now, a few more oracle messages I've got for you. Spirit is asking you to raise your standards. So perhaps you've been standing up to universe a whole lot more and say, universe, I deserve the best. I deserve love. I deserve respect. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have a good life. And you know what? Universe has heard you. And Spirit is saying that you, just like all of God's children, you deserve and you can manifest best life for yourself. Perhaps you've been forced by situations out of your control to sort of trim down your expectations, and you've been told, no, don't expect too much, life is hard, you're asking for too much, you can't do that, I can't afford that. And you need to get rid of all these self-limiting thoughts that you may have. I can't afford, I can't do this, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I'm too shy for this, I'm too whatever it is you're telling yourself. And tell yourself you expect the best, and the best will come to you. Scorpio, Spirit is asking you to take time to go out into nature. I believe this came up in your December reading as well. So take time in nature, because that's where you can see creation's footprints more clearly. And universe, Spirit has an important way of talking to us when we're in nature. I often take long nature walks, and by the time I come back, my worries are sorted out. I've got clarity, I've got conviction about the way I want to move forward, going forward in the future. So you need to do that, my darling Scorpio, my passionate Scorpio. Yeah, you're all worrying about some problem, but Spirit is saying, you know what? Your problem has been resolved. Your problem solved. There's a problem you're worrying about, but it's already been solved. And the healed reality is one that is available to you. So you can imagine situations in your life being healed, being taken care of, being balanced, and all of that. And your ships are coming in. Some of you, I feel, are worried that your ships aren't going to come in. I feel like someone's made an investment. You're importing something from afar, and you're worried that it might not come in in the time frame you're expecting, but it is coming in. And whatever problems you're going through or situations you're going through is well ordered. There's a method in the madness. There's peace in the calm of the chaos. Calm in the midst of chaos. That sounds catchy. I like that. Honor your true feelings. Virgo also got that. So maybe you should also watch the Virgo reading. Honor your true feelings about a certain situation that's happening in your life. Because while it is wise and prudent to get the advice of others outside of yourself when you're making decisions, it's also very important not to betray your own true feelings concerning matters that are very important to you in your life. So take time to journal if you need to journal your feelings, to find out exactly how you're feeling about things and all of that. And don't betray your own true feelings, because your own heart knows what's best for you. Everyone can tell you things around you, but you always get this niggling feeling, this niggling sensation within you, this niggling thought that you can't quite shake off, that just doesn't go away no matter what you do. And it's very important to listen to that inner voice, because that inner voice comes with so much wisdom and truth. That's that intuition. Like I posted on my Instagram, do follow me on Instagram as well, so you can get more interaction with me. I've never met anyone who's regretted listening to their intuition, because it's always spot on. Leading me out, you're going to have an important decision to make, my darling Scorpio. Cupid is shooting his arrow for a couple of you. Some may have to choose between two people who are as different from each other as night as today. And you're going to have to make a decision. And Spirit is asking you to have a paradigm shift. What does that mean, sunshine? It means shifting your perspective, changing the way you're looking at the whole situation, so that different solutions can become apparent to you. And that's going to yield so many positive results, and start thinking a lot more positive in your life as well. And you'll find that that's going to work out quite well for you. Financial flow, my friends. So whatever positive spiritual practices you've been up to, they're paying off rewards. You're on the right track. If you ever find your finances beginning to dwindle again, step out into nature, into the magic of nature, and say, Universe, Spirit, show me what what I've said or done that's blocked my finances, and help my finances to flow again. There are dramatic changes coming to your life, good dramatic changes, because certain cycles are over and new cycles are coming in for you. That's why we've got the High Priestess energy coming in. This could be as well the new moon, around the next new moon. There could be certain changes happening in your life. And I'm being told that this is heralding an important change of outlook that's going to bring about so many benefits for you. You're going to start looking at things in a very different way, and that's going to have so many beautiful benefits. Yeah. I'm getting shift your perspective, change the way you're looking at things, relax, don't be so uptight about things. I know you got to be serious about life and all of that, darling, but relax. Yeah, just watch over some BS alert. This came out for Virgo as well. So I feel a lot of people got a lot of time. If they're not drunk dialing, then they're bored dialing or whatever it is, and they could be coming up with a lot of BS. Just be